enemy, the devil, prowls around like a lion, like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Resist him, standing firm in the faith, because you know that your brothers throughout the world are undergoing the same kinds of sufferings. Listen, if you are not self-controlled and alert and a lion comes, you're screwed. I don't know how you feel about lions and stuff. They scare me, even behind cages. Because I have felt the roar of a lion through a cage and literally shook, thinking, oh my gosh, if that thing ever got out. And it has happened, you know, right here in Florida too. I mean, I'm not sure if it was Lowry Park or another one of the zoos, but there has been a, was it in Miami? There has been a lion that's got, dude, that scares me. So if a lion is going about seeking whom it may devour, looking, you better be self-controlled and alert. Or maybe locked in your car or something. You better be aware of what's going to happen. If you're not sober, if you're not self-controlled, how can you possibly be aware or ready for the attack of a lion? Now, the lion at the... Very nice, thank you. The lion who the scriptures are talking about isn't a four-legged lion with a tail. Doesn't make him, it doesn't mean he's not there. He is there. He is looking for you. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. Ever watch the documentaries on Animal Planet, Animal Channel? What do you think's going on right now? Now, who do the lions always get? The weak, the feeble, the old, the ones who are sick, the ones who ain't ready, the ones who ain't watching. You know, if it's monkeys, if it's baboons, if it's elk, if it's whatever those other long-horned, horny-toed animals are, one's always on the lookout. Everybody's grazing, everybody's eating, everybody's drinking, and there's always one. I have watched 10,000 hours of Animal Planet because I am married to the Animal Planet queen. So I have watched thousands of hours, and I have observed. I am aware. I am alert. I am always prepared for something. I don't know what, but there's always one or two animals that are watching out for everybody else. And the minute they twitch, everybody, it's amazing to see. It's amazing to see an entire herd of 6,000 or 7,000 animals move in unison. But that one animal says, yo, and they're gone. And the ones who stay behind with his head buried in the grass or his mouth in the water invariably gets nailed. And they get eaten. They get devoured. Not alert. Not aware. Not sober. Ma'am? They get you when you're asleep? Yeah? I've had some crazy dreams lately. I had a dream about Leanne last night. And I had a dream about Sean the night before. Now, they're not bad dreams, because I love Leanne and I love Sean. Sean's my nephew, and I've known Leanne since, my gosh, Leanne was 3 or 4 years old. I don't know why. All I know is that I pray for people that I know and people that I know have children, and for their children and for their grandchildren, because they need it. So when somebody else gets brought pretty strongly before me, whether it's in a dream or whether it's awake, it's just another prayer that I get to offer up to them. I need to be prepared for what's going to happen, and I don't know what's going to happen, so I need to be sober. I need to have my sobriety. I need to be able to think clearly, because I need to ready myself for action. I don't want to be offensive, but I don't want things to happen to me that if I was sober I could have prevented. Does that make any sense? I mean, is this something that we should be talking about in church? I don't even know. Maybe we shouldn't be talking about this in church. I don't know. I'm okay with it. It's in there. See if you can find 1 Timothy. See if you can find 1 Timothy. Go to chapter 3 if you can. 1 Timothy chapter 3. Starting with the first verse. Here is a trustworthy saying. If anyone sets his heart on being an overseer, he desires a noble task. Now the overseer must be above reproach, a husband of but one wife, temperate, self-controlled, respectable, hospitable, able to teach, not given to drunkenness, not violent but gentle, not quarrelsome, not a lover of money. He must manage his own family well and see that his children obey him with proper respect. Do you want to know that people have stopped coming to church here because I have no control over my family? Yes. Yes. Scripture. Kind of. How many churches would be empty? How many churches would be empty if he did? Basically. How many churches would be empty if we made the sinners stay outside?
Everyone.
How many of you succeeded in not lying once this past week? Succeeded in not lying.
Not lie one time.
We're supposed to lie.
This week.
Yeah, I know that.
It was an attempt. Let's try it again this week.
I haven't talked to anybody this week. I haven't been lying.
And somebody was saying it's going to be, I don't know if it was Carlos or what, but everybody will have to stay home and lock yourself in your room. There won't be any talking.
My parents are in my house.
Except for 2 days, I didn't leave my house.
Wait, you're blaming your parents?
Yeah.
Lying to her parents.
That's just wrong. That's normally who we lie to is our parents. Here is a trustworthy saying. If anyone sets his heart on being an overseer.
It's interesting, in verse 2 it says, he must be vigilant and sober. Then verse 3 says, not given to wine. So they separate sober from drunkenness.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Which is the point I'm trying to make.
And I was thinking about something you said back on Thanksgiving, we eat till we're ready to pass out. That's kind of not sober, isn't it?
That's not self-control.
Somebody come to my house after Thanksgiving dinner, they can take what he wants because I can't get up.
You got to see this whole package. Non-violent, respectable, hospitable, able to teach. Listen, my children don't live at home anymore. And haven't for almost 8, well, my son, Frank, can't even tell you how long. The only child I have at home right now is Noah. And he's pretty well managed. So for somebody to say that, well, I can't come to church anymore because the Bible says you have to have your children under control.
Yeah, but they're looking for an excuse.
That's exactly what they are out of control.
Yeah.
I am not defending, I am never admitted to being the best father, the best husband, the best of anything, never. I'm not. I'm not the best of anything except I'm a servant of Jesus Christ and I'll serve Him with the best that I have. If the best that I have isn't good enough for you, too bad, I'm not serving you. I'm serving Him with the best of my ability, the best that I can do, constantly. So this list here, husband of one wife, I got that covered. Temperate, I'm not sure. Self-control, you would be amazed at how much self-control I have. You may not, shush, miss, you may not see it, but I know me very, very well. The anger management that I have to take at work, and I said this to the powers that be, nobody's been hurt yet. I am self-controlled. Yet, I didn't say yet. No, I didn't even say that. mind that matters. Respectable, hospitable, able to teach, not given to drunkenness. I don't know if you feel respected or not, but I feel it's necessary to respect everyone. Little ones, big ones, old ones, middle ones. I have had arguments with my wife because I think everybody has something to say. I let them say it. And she said, my God, I can't believe you let those, and fill in the blank, those kids talk. They're too young. But even if it's wrong, they have something to say. They can say it, and then I can respectfully disagree or shush them. But we've had arguments about that. Why do you let them say anything? Because they can. So this list, I'm trying to, not violent. I'm not violent. Gentle? I don't know. Not quarrelsome? Not a lover of money? This is a list that you, if you want to be a bishop, it says a bishop in the King James, yes it does, desires the office of a bishop. And in the Amplified Version it says, if any man seeks the office of a bishop or the superintendent or an overseer, listen, I didn't want this position. Those of you who remember the argument I had with God. I'm not the pastoral type, God. Those were my exact words. God, are you kidding? I pastor a church? Not real big, huggy, schmoozy, lovey, pat you on the shoulder, oh, I'm okay, you're okay kind of guy. That ain't me. So I honestly don't know if a superintendent or a bishop or an overseer is a pastor. I don't think it's the same thing. So they're not talking about a pastor. So take it back now to that. I don't have to have my family under control. I'm the pastor. I'm not a bishop or an overseer. Although I try to keep them under control. What you said, or what somebody said, was they didn't want to come to church anyway, so they looked for a good excuse. Somebody said it. Yeah. I'm not chasing people down to show up for church. I'm not doing it. I'm not. Why would I want another headache? You don't want to come, don't come. You want to come to church? Doors are unlocked. Come on. And half the people here got a key anyway. So you want to come to church and wait here? Come on down anyway. You need to be in control of yourself in order for your salvation and your Christianity to be evident to the rest of the world. And there's always a reward for everything you do. Turn to Acts real quick. Not real quick. Turn as slow as you want, but get to Acts. Acts chapter 24.